Hey guys, welcome back to Kendi Beauty. So today, as you can see, I barely have like any makeup on, pretty much just mascara, lashes, brows, a little bit of sparkle in the eyes, and that's pretty much it. And that's because we are going to be testing out, swatching, and taking a look at all of the new Dior Rosy Glow blush sticks. And these do retail for $44. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shades. I did pick up all of the shades to show you guys. I'm hoping they're good because they were not cheap. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, tap that bell so you can be notified of all the new upcoming videos. I do a lot of makeup, as always, been dabbling into fragrance lately, and Bath and Body Works and Bath and Body, Shop with Me's, you name it, it's all right here. And I would love to have you join the fam. All right, so let's get right into it. Like I said, there's 8 different shades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And it just says, in just one swipe, this long-lasting, buildable, and creamy stick blush format of Rosy Glow delivers pH-activated custom color with a natural... Okay, I did not know that these were pH-activated. I'm like instantly turned off by this now. What the heck? I did not know that these were a skin pH type of a product. Okay, we're gonna get through this. It's okay. I hope it's not gonna stain my cheeks, because how am I gonna show you guys all the different shades? Not cool. All right, this blush stick adapts to skin's pH for a custom color and dewy glow look, reflecting light to enhance cheekbones. The cherry oil infused formula provides up to 12 hours of hydration and wear for lasting comfort and moisture. It's available in 7 shades and 2 finishes. Why do I see 8? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is 7 shades. Oh my goodness, it's late, you guys. Okay, so let's grab this. This is the outside packaging right here. And I believe most Dior products are made in France, but let's just double check on that. Yep, it says made in France, and then it is a 6 gram, 0.21 ounce blush stick. And we're just gonna go right through the shades. I'm hoping it's not gonna stain the cheeks. Okay, we're gonna start out with 001 Pink, which is a subtle pink shade. And I was really hoping that these were gonna be similar, if not better, to the Pat McGrath glowy blush sticks. I really like hers. What the heck is going on here? I wear hers all the time and I really like them. I could find all of my shades. I love how Sephora just ships things without closing the tops of them. I mean, what the heck is that? Like, these are not cheap. I don't know why they would have done that. Yep, just open in the box. So that's cool. All right, so, and then here is the outside packaging. It's acrylic. It is weighted though. I don't know. It's feeling a little not as luxe as I would like, but we will see. I feel like is my lash falling off? I feel like I always have that problem when I go to film a video lately. Like, okay, why can't I get this open? Oh, okay, there we go. So it's interesting because there is like a perforated line right here, so I thought, you know, it was like that, but it's not. It's like this. All right. I feel like it's looking good so far. Nice fat stick. That sounded weird. That's what she said. And then here is shade 1. Ooh, it does have a little bit of sparkle. Where does it say what the finishes are on each of these? Because it says there's 2 different. Okay, so this is the radiant finish. Ooh, I like it so far. It feels really nice. I typically like to just go in with this type of product and go to town with my finger. I feel like I do also tend to go heavy-handed when I'm doing like an all shade type of video, because, you know, that's the whole point here. So you guys can see the shades. If you're interested, you can know what shade is going to be your cup of tea or boba. Has anybody tried the new Starbucks summer boba? I forget what it's called, but it's really pretty. I have not tried it yet. Okay, it kind of is going on bold, but I feel like I keep having to reapply it just to get like it's nice, it's natural, it's not in your face. It's a little gooey, a little bit slimy. I'll be interested to see how it dries down, but I feel like it's really pretty. I love how it just sort of seamlessly blends into the pores right here. And I've heard a lot of not so great things about these, but I think, you know, to each their own, because some of the shades are sold out. So, I mean, that has to say something. I like this because it's not really emphasizing my pores so much. Like, it's glowy, but it's not glowy compared to, I'm trying to think of like my Merit Beauty, the Pat McGrath. The Huda Beauty doesn't really show pores. Well, even the Huda Beauty blush filter does show like pores a little bit in here, but this is really, really beautiful. Okay, so that is shade 1, 001, and that's a pink. So I thought I was not going to like these based on what I had seen pop up on my feed from other people, but I should have known better, because I feel like a lot of people just do things for like show now, you know, just to get that clickbait type of a thing. I really pride myself on always providing really honest views, and a lot of my subscribers, I know you guys count on me, because you know you can come for an honest review. However, that being said, with a product like this, it's not a lip product, it's not an eyeshadow product. Like, a face product is going to be extremely different depending on everybody's skin. I will say that this is not drying down whatsoever. It's smeary and it's getting all over the place. I do want to go in with some powder though. Let's go in with some powder and just see if that makes a difference. Where is my powder? I think I still have some on my brush. See how it works underneath powder. I had powder on my face too, so it definitely works well over powder. And I have to say, it's working nicely underneath powder as well. So far it's working well with other products. And I would say it's very hydrating. What I would like a little bit more of is I feel like it's not plumping my cheeks like a lot of the Makeup by Mario that he came out with. What was it? Last summer or the summer before. Those babies really plump the cheeks. I don't really notice a plumping effect with this, but it's not really drying down that well, honestly. It's very hydrating, but it's also kind of like messy. So something to keep in mind. Like, you definitely will have to powder your face, and I would not say that these are going to be 12-hour wear. Just because of the formula alone, it's creamy, it's going to rub off even with powder. Like, it's already starting to fade a little bit, so I would not say that these are going to be like your bold statement, like last all day blushes, but I do feel like it's giving a really natural, beautiful flush, and more than a flush. It's definitely more than a flush. I mean, there's color there, there's pigment. Okay, let's see. I want to try to do like the lighter shades first. So let's go in with 003, which is Pink Lilac. And I think this is like, besides the pink shade, the one that I'm like, well, actually, I think the other ones I'm excited about too. Wait, I do have all the shades, right? Okay. Oh, it's 63. Sorry, it's 63 Pink Lilac. And this is supposed to be, ooh, and they're different colors. So that's cool. I like that they're different colors, because then, you know, you can easily, like, they're not all the same color packaging. So then you can be like, oh, that's the lilac one. Oh, this looks so beautiful. I'm excited for this one. All right, I'm just gonna swatch this. Oh, okay. It was not. Basically, this is the same exact shade, the pink lilac, as the Ube cream, and it's not too different from pink, from the pink shade. And the pink lilac is supposed to be a pearlescent lilac, and this is also a radiant finish. So let's just, I feel like if you really like the Huda Beauty, then you're gonna like the Ube collection, then you're gonna like this shade for sure, because it is very similar. I don't really notice any like pH activation going on though, which I'm glad. Like, I'm glad it's not like a tint, but it's supposed to be a tint. So why does this smell minty? Okay, let me just make sure. Did I have it like near my mints or something? That it could be me, but let me just smell the other one, because all of a sudden I'm getting like a really minty vibe from this. So I don't know. That's interesting. Let me just smell this one. This one smells minty too. Huh. Are they supposed to smell minty? Okay, and now I'm like questioning everything. Like, where was my book package? Was it like near mints or something in the UPS truck? Did I put it near mints in my house? I'm like, why does it? I mean, nobody else is mentioning in like the reviews or anything that it's. Is this something you can use on your lips as well? That's the only thing I'm thinking. It just says blush stick. It doesn't say anything about, and it refers to cheekbones. It doesn't say anything about using it anywhere else. Okay, so let's just go in and see. I feel like with a little sponge too, it's gonna blend out real nice. And definitely with a brush, I feel like this would blend out. This one's definitely a little bit more. Oh, that's right. I put the powder over this one. Okay. So I was gonna be like, yeah, this is definitely radiant on this side. Really glowy. That is beautiful. Yeah, even though this one has powder on it, it's still not dried down. It's still a little tacky. So that's concerning. Yeah, it's still very wet on my on my finger. So yeah, that's definitely a concern for sure, that it's not drying down at all. Okay, so there definitely is some pH activation going on here. So I don't even know if it's worth covering back up with like foundation. I mean, I will, but it definitely, and then like if you go like this, there's definitely a little bit of a stain there. Just a little bit. So it's not like too bad, but that's interesting. There's definitely a stain going on the cheeks. So yeah. Okay, so next up we have this shade right here called Toffee, and this is 103, and I think this is like the third shade I'm excited about all these shades. I think this is going to be, let me just get rid of the tissue there. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So this is 103. Oh yeah. And this is also a radiant finish. This one looks a lot more shimmery than the other ones, though it's almost like a highlighter on this one. We will see. Okay, so we are going in with Toffee now. I'm gonna put it on my finger first just because my foundation is not quite dried yet, and I'm trying to get through this video because, you know, 8 shades, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot when you're filming. Okay, that is really pretty. It's really not showing up though on me, like at all. It's literally like the shade of my skin almost. So gosh darn it, I was really looking forward to that shade. It's literally like a little bit, yeah, it's, I can't even tell I have blush on. Okay, well, that's Toffee. On my hand, it's showing, oh no, so it's my skin color, yeah. So I guess if you are like light medium skin tone, this might not show up on you, which is a shame because it's so beautiful. I might just have to wear like a lighter foundation just to wear this because it's really pretty. But it's almost like a highlighter shade, honestly. It's really pretty though. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna keep playing around with that one. I do really like that. It's definitely a little bit more radiant than the other ones we've swatched so far. And that is Toffee 103, and it's described as a pearlescent nude beige, and it's also a radiant finish. All right, we're gonna go in with number 77, which is Candy. And this is described as a pearlescent bubblegum pink shade. And this is also a radiant finish. This Candy. They are all different outside packagings, which is cool. And then this is kind of like an apricot shade. I'm gonna run out of room on my hand. They're really like almost, it's giving me like kind of nude stick vibes. Like I'm getting like kind of highlighter a little bit from some of these shades. Okay, that is pretty though. I feel like they are getting more glowy as we go. Maybe it's just because I don't have as much powder on anymore. That's really pretty. And then yeah, a pearlescent bubblegum pink. I would say that's pretty fair as far as what I would describe the tone. It is a little bit like apricot-ish though too. It's got a little bit of a warm sort of orange tone to it. Nevertheless, really pretty. And we can actually see it on my face, so that is a plus for sure. I really wanted Toffee to work. I was so excited about Toffee, and it's sold out. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying with the Toffee, you guys, but I don't think it's gonna show up on my skin. Okay, so that is number 77 Candy. Okay, next up we have a number 12, which is the shade Rosewood. And this is described as a rosewood shade with a radiant finish. It's weird that there's not like a shade description on that one. Okay, this is pretty. I like this shade. This is like a rosy pink for sure. Okay, so this is the Rosewood shade. It's gonna go in a little bit more. Just to show you guys the shade like close up. That is really pretty. Okay, this might be my favorite shade so far. And you guys need to keep track below and let me know what shade you think looks the best or is your favorite. Have you picked these up? I need to know. Spill it down below. Also, what makeup do you guys want to see reviews on? That'll be helpful if you guys could let me know. Okay, so this is Rosewood. And now we are down to our last two, I believe. I thought it said two different finishes, but these are all radiant finish. So maybe Sephora doesn't have all the shades. Maybe there's more shades on Dior's website. I'll have to check. But these are definitely all the shades on Sephora. So this is 15 and this is Cherry, which is described as a cherry red shade. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Super excited for this one. Again, you guys, I go in heavy-handed. This is really pretty. Ooh, I like this cherry shade. Okay, so that is cherry. And that's pretty bold. And I feel like they're actually kind of similar, cherry and rosewood, at least on my face. However, on the swatch, they are very different. Cherry's like really pretty. But these two do seem like they're not like a shimmery finish like these. I don't see anywhere like where it says the different shades though. And like the finishes of the different shades, except for it, they all just say radiant finish. So I don't know. The description was a little bit misleading on that. Okay, these are pretty. These are nice. I do like these. Okay, and I did just check the Dior site. There are only 8 shades and they don't say anything about 2 different finishes. So maybe the Sephora description is just not good. But this is number 6 and this is the Berry shade 006. And this is what the outside packaging looks like on that one. And let me just swatch it. This is really, really pretty. And then this is described as a deep plum shade. And it doesn't have that, so it looks like these are like a glossy finish. These 3, rosewood, cherry, and berry, are like a glossy finish. And then I'm not sure about one. I'll have to swatch one again. But these 3 are kind of like a frosty finish. Toffee. What was this one called? And then pink lilac and pink. So let's go. Ooh, that is pretty. That is so pretty. Okay, maybe this one is my favorite shade. Ooh, this is really pretty. And they are definitely staining, so they are definitely pH activated. I was not seeing it at first in the beginning. I would say it's definitely like a slow release of pH activated. And I don't know how, I'm still like forming my opinion about like that whole situation. But I do like this shade. That is like a really pretty shade. I wish it had like a plumping aspect to it though, because my cheeks are, you know, not as plump as they used to be. So that's the only thing. I don't like really see any of that going on. All right. Okay, so this is the berry shade and it's freaking beautiful. And then let me just show you guys the pH. Let me just wipe it off to show you guys the different stains. Okay, so here are the swatches again up close of all of the shades. And let me just, I'm trying to think. I think pink is a frost shade, but it's a little hard to tell. The 3 in the middle, pink lilac, toffee, and what the heck is that other one called? Candy, are definitely frost shades. I wonder how these would be on the lips. I wonder how they would be. I just have a clear gloss, so we could do it. Let's do it. First, I want to put some of this though on my face because I do really like the #1 shade. Even though, again, why do they smell like mint? Okay, if anybody has these, let me know. Are they supposed to smell like mint? I didn't see anything on the Dior website about it smelling like mint. I mean, it works as a lip shade. Definitely works as a lip shade. I mean, it's not like the best lippy, but I would say these could be multi-purpose for sure. Final thoughts are, I don't know, guys. I feel like they're doing too much with these, quite honestly. Like, I feel like $44 is a lot. I do think they're beautiful. I think they're beautiful. I don't know that I like the frost shade. Like, I really want toffee. Like, I really want toffee to show up on my skin. And for whatever reason, it just does not. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to show you guys the stain. I had already showed it to you on the face, but let me just swipe my hand now. All right, let's see. As you can see, they really do not dry down, but here is the stain that's left over on all of them. I don't like the fact that these are a stain. I don't like it. I don't like it. I was like considering liking it. I don't like a stain on my cheeks because I wear a lot of makeup. I'm constantly reviewing makeup. I'm constantly putting new makeup on, you know, and quite honestly, if you're wearing these over foundation, like that stain's not really going to show up anyways. Like, it just makes it look like your skin is chapped in the wintertime when you have a stain on your face. Now, with lips, that's a different story because you can put a gloss over it. I personally don't like a stain on my lips either, but I feel like lips are more doable with a stain. But as far as cheeks, it doesn't work for me. I think these though are beautiful. I wish they would have just done a glowy blush stick without the stain aspect, without the pH activated. It's gimmicky. It's, you know, I don't know. Just stick to a good quality product, especially when it's a $44 product. You do get a good amount of product though for that amount. Do I think these are beautiful in their own right? Yes. Do I feel like there are better products out there? Yes. Makeup by Mario. I mean, they're not a stick. Well, he has his blush sticks too, but I'm talking about what the heck are those called? The plumping ones. Beautiful. The Pat McGrath glow blush sticks. Beautiful. Personally, I like the shades on these like a lot. I really like the Ube shade, the pink lilac shade 63. I like this shade. I feel like the shades are very on trend. The cherry, I love the shades on these. The rosewood, I think my favorite shades was like the toffee if it had shown up. The rosewood, the candy was pretty too. The berry was beautiful. #1, the pink, and like honestly all the shades. I really liked all the shades. But I just feel like why did we need the stain? We didn't need the stain. They get all over the place. So if you need something that's going to stay put, like this is not it. Even with like a one size setting spray, it is goopy, it is slobby, it's creamy, it looks beautiful if you're just sitting still. But as far as like if you brush your face, and keep in mind they're a stain too, right? So like if you brush up against the couch the wrong way, like I'm looking everywhere to make sure, like I hate stains because there's no way to get stains out of furniture, out of clothing. Like that's it. When it's a stain and you're donezo. So again, not a fan of the stain. I do feel like these are a very beautiful product. I feel like the The shades are really nice as well, but I don't feel like this is something you have to have in your collection. I definitely don't feel like it's something you have to have all the shades for. I personally, I think like the glowy shades, the rosewood, the berry, and what was that other one? I forget. The cherry. I like that finish better than the frosty finish. To each their own. What shade though was your favorite shade? Are you guys thinking about picking these up? I would suggest, if you're going to pick these up, getting that percentage off. I don't know if they're gonna do like a friends and family. Like typically they'll do like 2 or 3 sales in between the VIP sales where it's like a everybody gets the 20%. If they do that again, I would pick these up. I feel like it's around this time of year that they do one of those. So hopefully they will. And then of course the VIB sale will be coming up in, usually they do it I think around October, November. Yeah, I think it's more like November, but they typically do like a 20% off. At least last year, I think they had 2 or 3 of the 20% offs for everybody because these, you know what? I don't think these are available at Ulta. They might become available at Ulta though. And I mean, Ulta's always giving out those 20% off or $20 off coupons. So if these do become available at Ulta, that's definitely the way to go. Right now, they are only available at Sephora's website and then Dior's website. I don't think they're available at Sephora Kohl's yet either, but they did recently just launch. I do feel like it's a very beautiful product. Is it a little bit pricey, especially with inflation and everything going on right now? Yeah, I mean, $44, that's almost the price of like a $50 palette. So yeah, it's a lot, but I really do like this shade. This is the #1 shade. Hate that it's a stain. Hate that it's a stain, but that's my personal preference. Some people might really like the fact that it's a stain, but yeah, so those are my overall thoughts on these new Dior Glowy Blush Sticks. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me down below and I will try to, let you know. And as always, I give you my honest feedback, take it or leave it. Everybody's skin is different. But one thing that is 100% sure with these is that they are going to smear and get all over. Not the stain part, but like the top part. They're smeary. So that's another thing. But usually glowy blushes, like cream blushes, tend, unless they're a matte finish, they do tend to have, that kind of smeary, like even like the Merit Beauty ones that I really like. Well, no, the Merit's dry down. I don't know. I'm going to play around with these more. TBD, but those are my initial final thoughts for right now. All right, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out and joining me today. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, tap that bell so you can be notified of all the new upcoming videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.